I'm trying. But I'm back. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her. I got like, what's up? We're gonna read. Sorry about that. I had to go because I can't leave the live on while I go, because if YouTube sees my kids in the live without me, they're gonna shut down my live. I don't want to shut down my live, so I shut it off and then I go and do whatever I gotta do. But anyway, y'all want to hear my book? Y'all want to hear some of my book? I'm selling a book. It's called Sugar Daddy Season. And in this book, it's about a guy named Victor, an old guy named Victor, and a young girl named Kayla. You having a good day today? Yes, I'm having a good day today. Hey, Tristan. What's up, Tristan? And the girl is like a hardworking girl. Like, she's so hardworking that she has no time to think about anything else other than work and paying bills. And like a guy clocks that. This old guy named Victor clocks that. And he's old, but he still look good though. And where the book at, man? Hey, baby too. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Where you at? It's morning time there. I'm trying to put the book in here, y'all. I'm trying to get the book, y'all. I gotta go to the next page, I guess. I'll just go to sent messages because I sent it to myself. Marshmallow. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Someone gave me a marshmallow. Isn't he kind? Isn't he kind? Stacey Dash. Oh, it's morning time in India? Your eyes are so pretty. Thank you. It's in India. It's morning. Wow. Interesting. Hey, miss. Hey. I like those hearts, Samuel. You real or AI? I'm AI, man. AI. Hi, Virgil family, Virgil. Hi, Naomi. How you doing? I like your kitty cat. I love kitty cats. I got a kitty cat too. I'm gonna put this right. I'm trying to read this book, y'all. So I'm gonna put this right here. Man, strawberries be eating foot fungus off the subway tracks and be watching TV with the broccoli on the side. Boy, Stop smoking that stuff. What you talking about? Let's stop smoking that stuff. The liberals are putting something on it. All right. I'm gonna read the first part of my book because Fish names Enrique in the type watching TV with the chicken breast, and yeah, man, you gotta stay off that stuff, cuz. All right. Miami never slowed down for anyone. Not for the broke, not for the tired, not for the women working double shifts, pretending they weren't counting every dollar in their heads while smiling at people who had never had to count anything in their lives. Kayla Morris had learned how to move through the world without breaking. That was her skill. Not dancing, not conversation, not charm, endurance. Velvet Room Lounge sat on South Beach like a glowing mouth, always open, always swallowing money, always demanding more. Inside every light, sound, and illusion, champagne towers rising like architecture, ice clicking like punctuation, perfume mixed with sweet and expensive cologne until it became something synthetic and intoxicating. Kayla adjusted the tray on her shoulder and walked the VIP section with practice balance. Kayla, table 6 needs another bottle. I'm on it. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shit. Kayla, table 3 is asking for you specifically. She didn't respond to that one. She never did. Requests like that were never about service. They were about access, and she had learned the difference early. Her phone vibrated in her pocket as she moved between tables. She didn't check it immediately. She already knew what it was. Rent reminder. She didn't need to look to confirm stress. Her body already carried it. Tight shoulders, shallow breath, the constant awareness of time, always behind. Still, she smiled when she had to. Still, she moved like everything was fine. Because in Miami nightlife, being visibly overwhelmed was a financial liability. He arrived just after midnight. Not loud, not announced, not carried in the unusual wave of attention that followed expensive entrances in a place like this. But the energy still changed. I gotta go down some. It always did when men like him entered the room. Not because they demanded it, but because they didn't need to. Kayla noticed it before she saw him. So she noticed the room changed before he even got in there. I mean, she noticed the room change before she saw him because everybody know who he is. Okay. It started in the VIP lounge. A subtle recalibration. Voices, they changed. The editing people, they changed some of my words up, but that's cool. A subtle recalibration. Voices are lowering without agreement. Laughter tightening. Heads turned slightly off rhythm, like the room had lost its shared timing and was trying to find it again. Even the air felt different. Heavier, more attentive, like the space itself was listening for instruction. Kayla slowed for a half a second mid-step. That was unusual. She learned to ignore atmosphere shifts. Clubs were full of false signals, ego surges, fake exclusivity, staged importance. Most of it was noise pretending to be power. This wasn't noise. This was attention moving without permission. She turned her head and saw him, Victor Salazar. I know the name is kind of like throwing everybody off, but that's just the name ChatGPT came up with it, and I didn't even think to change it, but I'm going to just stick with it, whatever. It sounds foreign, and not to say that American men don't got money, because they do, but it's just the name. Don't feel any kind of way. But anyway, let's keep going. seated in the far corner, both like he had chosen distance on purpose, not because he needed separation, but because he understood perspective. Older, composed, still. He didn't look like the other men in the room. It wasn't about money alone. Wealth was everywhere here. It was practically part, it was particularly part of the oxygen. It was something else, control, but quiet, confidence without display, the kind of presence that didn't expand into space, it settled into it as it belonged there already. No leaning forward, no scanning the room, no performative laughter, no constant checking to see who was watching him, just stillness, like he had already arrived somewhere internally and the room was simply catching up. Silver threaded through his dark hair at the temples, not as decoration, but as inevitability. His suit was tailored with precision that didn't shout brand names or status symbols. It just fit in a way that suggested the fabric had been chosen with intention rather than impulse. Even his watch didn't demand attention. It didn't flash, it didn't beg to be noticed, but somehow Kayla noticed it anyway. Not because it was loud, because it wasn't. She adjusted her tray instantly and walked toward the booth, following the rhythm. She knew by muscle memory. Smile, present, confirm, exit. It was choreography at this point. A practiced version of herself that existed specifically for spaces like this, smooth, controlled, slightly detached. As she approached, she could feel him watching the room less and less, and watching her more and more. That alone made her aware of his posture. She hated that part, the awareness, the subtle recalibration of self that happened when someone looked at you like they were actually seeing you instead of evaluating you. She reached the booth. "Good evening," she said, voice warm, professional, automatic. She placed the bottle down carefully, aligning it exactly as trained. Label forward, hand steady, no hesitation, standard procedure. Man, I hate changing to the next page because this bootleg ass computer like takes you back to the first page. But anyway, but when she looked up, something disrupted the expected flow. He wasn't looking at the bottle. He wasn't looking at the table. He was looking directly at her. Not scanning her body, not pausing on details, not doing that slow transactional appraisal she was used to from men who treated her like presents, like a menu. This was different. He was observing her face, as if it were the only part of the room that mattered. "You look tired," he said. No smile, no flirtation, no build-up, just statement. Kayla paused. It wasn't for enough time for anyone else to notice, but she felt it, an interruption in her rhythm, like someone had briefly stepped into the middle of a routine she never allowed to be disrupted. She recovered quickly, the smile returning on command. "Long night," she said, lightly. A standard answer, safe, invisible. But he didn't accept it the way most people did. "It's always a long night here," he replied. That landed differently because it wasn't a compliment. It wasn't an attempt at charm. It wasn't even small talk. It was recognition. Kayla's eyes flickered for a fraction of a second, just enough to register him again, properly this time. He wasn't guessing. He wasn't observing patterns. She should have moved on immediately. That was the rule. Don't linger, don't engage, don't invite conversation beyond necessity, but something about his stillness held her back. "You new here?" she asked, defaulting the professional script, but now with slight curiosity threaded underneath. "I've been here before," he said, a pause. Just not at this table. That answer didn't clarify anything. If anything, it made her vagueness more defined, like he wasn't trying to be mysterious. He simply didn't waste words on things that didn't require them. Alright, I'm done. I ain't gonna read no more. I'm out. Can't listen to no more of this dog shit. Demonic. Oh, thank you, Demonic, for your valuable opinion. I'm sure it's not demonic. Why don't you read with your legs open? Y'all simping hard for real. I like your look though. Absolutely pathetic. You call this content? Oh man, why y'all hating on Victor Salazar? He's just a character, nigga. Alright, let me get out of here. I was just checking on you, sister, and wanted to vibe with you real quick, but I can't get past all the sad simps in the comment section. You can't get past. Oh shit, I gotta read the comments. Let's read the comments, y'all. Alright, okay. Hi from Canada, Richard Cray Cray. Can you send off? Okay, no. You look like my sister who passed away and left the world a few years ago. Oh, sorry to hear that. Love your eyes. Cruel narration, bro. Sup? You have very, very beautiful eyes. Nice live. Hi, everybody. I am Bishanat Das Wonar. People. What? Hi. Oh my god, you're beautiful. I'll do a money spread right now. I love black queens. Oh my god. If you Simpson in here, okay, I read that. I love black queens. You're very nice. Stop talking bullshit. Damn girl, you look creep. Keep going. What you do making you smile. Let me get out of here. You call this content? I like you though. I like your look though. Y'all send me for hard, for real. Damn those eyes. She's beautiful. I'm sorry, but I can't. Absolutely stunning. What's your real name? Hey Robin. What's up, Tay? Hello, mamacita. You looking good. She is so hot. She should be your model. Thank you, KC Derula. You're absolutely gorgeous. Are you a trans? Oh God, start reading again. Oh God, start reading again. You look insane. I wouldn't even care if she's trans. I would go for it. Keep it real. Real eyes and contact. She can't read. Yeah, you look effed up. No, not my type. I'm sorry. Do you wear contacts? Yes. Okay, so y'all don't like the book? Why not? It's so good. Like, it gets even better, man. It gets even better. This is like a romance book. You know what I'm saying? Can I ask you something? Yes. Y'all don't like my book? Okay, I'm gonna read another section of the book. What y'all want to hear? Calculations. That's chapter 2. Or y'all can hear you can read to me anytime. Okay, Casey the Ruler. I hear you though. You got too many teeth. Boy, no I don't. I do got my wisdom teeth though. I didn't take my wisdom teeth out. I was like, I'm straight. I'm straight. But okay. So chapter 3, the first shift. Chapter 4, balance shift. Chapter 5, ownership shift. Ooh. Chapter 6, softness. Chapter 7, Napa. Chapter 8, proposal. Chapter 9, after the yes. Chapter 10, paperwork. It's 26 chapters. If you saw her without her makeup and contacts, you would puke. Okay. Chapter 11, creation. Chapter 12, distance. Chapter 13, soft entry. Ooh. Chapter 14, intimacy shift. Chapter 15, business growth. Are y'all listening to the chapters? Are y'all talking ish? I don't even have much makeup on right now, to be honest. I just got this song right here. Chapter 16, the first test. Napa return, chapter 17. What the hell are they watching? Chapter 18, wedding planning. Chapter 18, wedding plan. I already said that. Chapter 19, guests arrive. Let's see how long hunters stand here and say I'm nothing to look at, but keep looking at me though. Chapter 20, the universe touches. Chapter 21, preparation. Chapter 22, the ceremony begins. Chapter 23, vows. Chapter 24, the kiss. This is a romance book. Chapter 25, business realization. Chapter 26, the shift forward. So what y'all want to hear? What chapter? We're here soft entry. Okay. All right, we're gonna read soft entry for KC Derulo. Soft entry. What chapter was that? That was chapter 13. Here we go.
13.
Yes, I'm reading my book, dear. Oh, you got some pomegranate? Oh, that's so nice. You got some pomegranates. Okay. Their relationship shifted slowly after that. Not in a way that could be marked on a timeline, not in a single moment that changed everything at once. It was more subtle than that, almost imperceptible while it was happening. Just closeness accumulating where distance used to be. Dinner together without schedules dictating the beginning or end. Meals that didn't feel like appointments or negotiations with time, but something allowed to extend naturally without one of them checking the clock or anticipating departure. Conversations that didn't collapse when time ran out because there was no longer an imposed urgency cutting them off mid-thought. And silence that didn't feel like absence. Silence that simply existed in the same room without needing justification. It stopped feeling like something had gone missing when no one was saying anything. Instead, it became another shared state. One night, and that's so real. Like, when two people can just be together and they don't gotta just be talking all the time, we could just be in silence together and just enjoy the moment. That's real. Instead, it became another shared state. One night in a Miami townhouse, Kayla stood barefoot in the kitchen. The floors were cool beneath her feet, polished stone catching the faint light from the overhead recessed fixtures. The space was quiet in a way well-designed homes tend to be quiet. Not empty, but softened. Everything had its place. Nothing demanded immediate attention. He bought her this townhouse too. Alright. I probably shouldn't have told y'all that. Y'all gotta get the book, man. Y'all gotta get the book. Hold on. I lost my place, y'all. Okay, here we go. Outside the windows, Miami glowed in layers. Distant traffic lights, high-rise reflections, the faint movement of the city continuing without interruption. She leaned slightly against the counter, watching nothing in particular, just existing in the space without urgency attached to her body. Victor was behind her, not crowding the space, just present within. He moved in the same calm precision as he always did. Opening a cabinet, retrieving a glass, pouring wine without ceremony. The sound liquid meeting glass was soft in the room, almost absorbent rather than sharp. "You don't cook?" she asked slightly, glancing back at him. It wasn't a challenge. more curiosity than anything else. Victor didn't look up immediately. I could, he said, setting the bottle down. I choose not to complicate things unnecessarily. That made her smile slightly before he even fully processed why. It wasn't funny in a traditional sense. It was consistent with him.